Well, not long now until 5 o'clock and the Super League phone-in here at Super League Road. We want you to come on and let us know what your thoughts are about round 27 and, of course, the impending playoffs. Hull KR fans, were you disappointed with how your team limped over the line to get the League Leaders Shield, or are you still on cloud nine? Warrington Wolves fans, are you delighted with the way in which your young Chargers played at the home of the League Leaders Shield winners and, of course, the Challenge Cup winners? They're going for a treble. Let's see what you both think about your team's performances in round 27, and for you KR fans, how you think you're going to go in the playoffs this year. Hull FC bowed out, but it's been a better season for them. Hull FC fans, we want to hear from you. St Helens 26, Castleford 24. Wow, nobody saw that one coming. Saints not as ferocious as other teams who are really hitting their straps as they head towards the playoffs. Are you concerned that, quite frankly, like last year, you're going to bow out very, very early indeed? And what about the players that are leaving? John Bennison and James Bell played very well for you. Two of your best players on the night, and they're not going to be there next year. Leigh Leopards getting the job done against the spirited Huddersfield Giants as Leroy Cudjoe signs off. Come and pay your tribute to Leroy, and you Leopards fans out there. How much are you looking forward to the sellout at the LSB this coming week against Wakefield Trinity? And as for Trinity, well, after a slow start, a 52-16 statement win yet again. That's two brilliant wins now on the spin for the Trin. Can you go far in the playoffs? And of course, no Max Jowett with that HIA. Is that going to disrupt you as you go into that game against the Leigh Leopards? Wigan Warriors a week off. Another, I felt, quite straightforward win for the Warriors. As for the Leigh Rhinos, no Jake Connor. Is that a concern for you Leigh Rhinos fans? You haven't looked very good in attack without Jakey boy, have you? Are you concerned as you go into playoffs? Come and join us 5 o'clock for the phone-in. Come and join me on the screen. All the information that you need is in the description. Book your call now. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of minutes' time. Bye for now. Well, not long now until 5 o'clock and the Super League phone-in here at Super League Road. We want you to come on and let us know what your thoughts are about round 27 and, of course, the impending playoffs. Hull KR fans, were you disappointed with how your team limped over the line to get the League Leaders Shield, or are you still on cloud nine? Warrington Wolves fans, are you delighted with the way in which your young Chargers played at the home of the League Leaders Shield winners and, of course, the Challenge Cup winners? They're going for a treble. Let's see what you both think about your team's performances in round 27, and for you KR fans, how you think you're going to go in the playoffs this year. Hull FC bowed out, but it's been a better season for them. Hull FC fans, we want to hear from you. St Helens 26, Castleford 24. Wow, nobody saw that one coming. Saints not as ferocious as other teams who are really hitting their straps as they head towards the playoffs. Are you concerned that, quite frankly, like last year, you're going to bow out very, very early indeed? And what about the players that are leaving? John Bennison and James Bell played very well for you. Two of your best players on the night, and they're not going to be there next year. Leigh Leopards getting the job done against the spirited Huddersfield Giants as Leroy Cudjoe signs off. Come and pay your tribute to Leroy, and you Leopards fans out there. How much are you looking forward to the sellout at the LSB this coming week against Wakefield Trinity? And as for Trinity, well, after a slow start, a 52-16 statement win yet again. That's two brilliant wins now on the spin for the Trin. Can you go far in the playoffs? And of course, no Max Jowett with that HIA. Is that going to disrupt you as you go into that game against the Leigh Leopards? Wigan Warriors a week off. Another, I felt, quite straightforward win for the Warriors. As for the Leigh Rhinos, no Jake Connor. Is that a concern for you Leigh Rhinos fans? You haven't looked very good in attack without Jakey boy, have you? Are you concerned as you go into playoffs? Come and join us 5 o'clock for the phone-in. Come and join me on the screen. All the information that you need is in the description. Book your call now. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of minutes' time. Bye for now. Well, not long now until 5 o'clock and the Super League phone-in here at Super League Road. We want you to come on and let us know what your thoughts are about round 27 and, of course, the impending playoffs. Hull KR fans, were you disappointed with how your team limped over the line to get the League Leaders Shield, or are you still on cloud nine? Warrington Wolves fans, are you delighted with the way in which your young Chargers played at the home of the League Leaders Shield winners and, of course, the Challenge Cup winners? They're going for a treble. Let's see what you both think about your team's performances in round 27, and for you KR fans, how you think you're going to go in the playoffs this year. Hull FC bowed out, but it's been a better season for them. Hull FC fans, we want to hear from you. St Helens 26, Castleford 24. Wow, nobody saw that one coming. Saints not as ferocious as other teams who are really hitting their straps as they head towards the playoffs. Are you concerned that, quite frankly, like last year, you're going to bow out very, very early indeed? And what about the players that are leaving? John Bennison and James Bell played very well for you. Two of your best players on the night, and they're not going to be there next year. Leigh Leopards getting the job done against the spirited Huddersfield Giants as Leroy Cudjoe signs off. Come and pay your tribute to Leroy, and you Leopards fans out there. How much are you looking forward to the sellout at the LSB this coming week against Wakefield Trinity. And as for Trinity, well, after a slow start, a 52-16 statement win yet again. That's two brilliant wins now on the spin for the Trin. Can you go far in the playoffs? And of course, no Max Jowett with that HIA. Is that going to disrupt you as you go into that game against the Leigh Leopards? Wigan Warriors a week off. Another, I felt, quite straightforward win for the Warriors. As for the Leigh Rhinos, no Jake Connor. Is that a concern for you Leigh Rhinos fans? You haven't looked very good in attack without Jakey boy, have you? Are you concerned as you go into playoffs? Come and join us, 5 o'clock for the phone-in. Come and join me on the screen. All the information that you need is in the description. Book your call now. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of minutes' time. Bye for now. Well, not long now until 5 o'clock and the Super League phone-in here at Super League Road. We want you to come on and let us know what your thoughts are about round 27 and, of course, the impending playoffs. Hull KR fans, were you disappointed with how your team limped over the line to get the League Leaders Shield, or are you still on cloud nine? Warrington Wolves fans, are you delighted with the way in which your young charges played at the home of the League Leaders Shield winners and, of course, the Challenge Cup winners? They're going for a treble. Let's see what you both think about your team's performances in round 27, and for you KR fans, how you think you're going to go in the playoffs this year. Hull FC bowed out, but it's been a better season for them. Hull FC fans, we want to hear from you. St Helens 26, Castleford 24. Wow, nobody saw that one coming. Saints not as ferocious as other teams who are really hitting their straps as they head towards the playoffs. Are you concerned that, quite frankly, like last year, you're going to bow out very, very early indeed? And what about the players that are leaving? John Bennison and James Bell played very well for you. Two of your best players on the night, and they're not going to be there next year. Leigh Leopards getting the job done against the spirited Huddersfield Giants as Leroy Cudjoe signs off. Come and pay your tribute to Leroy, and you Leopards fans out there. How much are you looking forward to the sellout at the LSB this coming week against Wakefield Trinity? And as for Trinity, well, after a slow start, a 52-16 statement win yet again. That's two brilliant wins now on the spin for the Trin. Can you go far in the playoffs? And of course, no Max Jowett with that HIA. Is that going to disrupt you as you go into that game against the Leigh Leopards? Wigan Warriors a week off. Another, I felt, quite straightforward win for the Warriors. As for the Leigh Rhinos, no Jake Connor. Is that a concern for you Leigh Rhinos fans? You haven't looked very good in attack without Jakey boy, have you? Are you concerned as you go into playoffs? Come and join us, 5 o'clock for the phone-in. Come and join me on the screen. All the information that you need is in the description. Book your call now. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of minutes' time. Bye for now. Well, not long now until 5 o'clock and the Super League phone-in here at Super League Road. We want you to come on and let us know what your thoughts are about round 27 and, of course, the impending playoffs. Hull KR fans, were you disappointed with how your team limped over the line to get the League Leaders Shield, or are you still on cloud nine? Warrington Wolves fans, are you delighted with the way in which your young charges played at the home of the League Leaders Shield winners and, of course, the Challenge Cup winners? They're going for a treble. Let's see what you both think about your team's performances in round 27, and for you KR fans, how you think you're going to go in the playoffs this year. Hull FC bowed out, but it's been a better season for them. Hull FC fans, we want to hear from you. St Helens 26, Castleford 24. Wow, nobody saw that one coming. Saints not as ferocious as other teams who are really hitting their straps as they head towards the playoffs. Are you concerned that, quite frankly, like last year, you're going to bow out very, very early indeed? And what about the players that are leaving? John Bennison and James Bell played very well for you. Two of your best players on the night, and they're not going to be there next year. Leigh Leopards getting the job done against the spirited Huddersfield Giants as Leroy Cudjoe signs off. Come and pay your tribute to Leroy, and you Leopards fans out there. How much are you looking forward to the sellout at the LSB this coming week against Wakefield Trinity? And as for Trinity, well, after a slow start, a 52-16 statement win yet again. That's two brilliant wins now on the spin for the Trin. Can you go far in the playoffs? And of course, no Max Jowett with that HIA. Is that going to disrupt you as you go into that game against the Leigh Leopards? Wigan Warriors a week off. Another, I felt, quite straightforward win for the Warriors. As for the Leigh Rhinos, no Jake Connor. Is that a concern for you Leigh Rhinos fans? You haven't looked very good in attack without Jakey boy, have you? Are you concerned as you go into playoffs? Come and join us, 5 o'clock for the phone-in. Come and join me on the screen. All the information that you need is in the description. Book your call now. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of minutes' time. Bye for now. Well, not long now until 5 o'clock and the Super League phone-in here at Super League Road. We want you to come on and let us know what your thoughts are about round 27 and, of course, the impending playoffs. Hull KR fans, were you disappointed with how your team limped over the line to get the League Leaders Shield, or are you still on cloud nine? Warrington Wolves fans, are you delighted with the way in which your young charges played at the home of the League Leaders Shield winners and, of course, the Challenge Cup winners? They're going for a treble. Let's see what you both think about your team's performances in round 27, and for you KR UKR fans how you think you're going to go in the playoffs this year. Hull FC bowed out, but it's been a better season for them. Hull FC fans, we want to hear from you. St Helens 26, Castleford 24. Wow, nobody saw that one coming. Saints not as ferocious as other teams who are really hitting their straps as they head towards the playoffs. Are you concerned that, quite frankly, like last year, you're going to bow out very, very early indeed? And what about the players that are leaving? John Bennison and James Bell played very well for you. Two of your best players on the night, and they're not going to be there next year. Leigh Leopards getting the job done against the spirited Huddersfield Giants as Leroy Cudjoe signs off. Come and pay your tribute to Leroy, and you Leopards fans out there. How much are you looking forward to the sellout at the LSB this coming week against Wakefield Trinity? And as for Trinity, well, after a slow start, a 52-16 statement win yet again. That's two brilliant wins now on the spin for the Trin. Can you go far in the playoffs? And of course, no Max Jowett with that HIA. Is that going to disrupt you as you go into that game against the Leigh Leopards? Wigan Warriors a week off. Another, I felt, quite straightforward win for the Warriors. As for the Leigh Rhinos, no Jake Connor. Is that a concern for you Leigh Rhinos fans? You haven't looked very good in attack without Jakey boy, have you? Are you concerned as you go into playoffs? Come and join us 5 o'clock for the phone-in. Come and join me on the screen. All the information that you need is in the description. Book your call now. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of minutes' time. Bye for now. Well, not long now until 5 o'clock and the Super League phone-in here at Super League Road. We want you to come on and let us know what your thoughts are about round 27 and, of course, the impending playoffs. Hull KR fans, were you disappointed with how your team limped over the line to get the League Leaders Shield, or are you still on cloud nine? Warrington Wolves fans, are you delighted with the way in which your young Chargers played at the home of the League Leaders Shield winners and, of course, the Challenge Cup winners? They're going for a treble. Let's see what you both think about your team's performances in round 27, and for UKR fans, how you think you're going to go in the playoffs this year. Hull FC bowed out, but it's been a better season for them. Hull FC fans, we want to hear from you. St Helens 26, Castleford 24. Wow, nobody saw that one coming. Saints not as ferocious as other teams who are really hitting their straps as they head towards the playoffs. Are you concerned that, quite frankly, like last year, you're going to bow out very, very early indeed? And what about the players that are leaving? John Bennison and James Bell played very well for you. Two of your best players on the night, and they're not going to be there next year. Leigh Leopards getting the job done against the spirited Huddersfield Giants as Leroy Cudjoe signs off. Come and pay your tribute to Leroy, and you Leopards fans out there. How much are you looking forward to the sellout at the LSB this coming week against Wakefield Trinity? And as for Trinity, well, after a slow start, a 52-16 statement win yet again. That's two brilliant wins now on the spin for the Trin. Can you go far in the playoffs? And of course, no Max Jowett with that HIA. Is that going to disrupt you as you go into that game against the Leigh Leopards? Wigan Warriors a week off. Another, I felt, quite straightforward win for the Warriors. As for the Leigh Rhinos, no Jake Connor. Is that a concern for you Leigh Rhinos fans? You haven't looked very good in attack without Jakey boy, have you? Are you concerned as you go into playoffs? Come and join us 5 o'clock for the phone-in. Come and join me on the screen. All the information that you need is in the description. Book your call now. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of minutes' time. Bye for now. So good evening and welcome to the Saturday night phone-in. I promise you I'd do it. I'm absolutely caked in a load of flu, but you know, I power through yet again. Come with me on the screen. Come and get involved with the phone-in tonight. The link is in the description of the YouTube, and it's also there for you on Facebook. Just click that, accept the audio, accept the visual, and you could be on the screen with me talking about your team this evening. The only Super League phone-in that you're going to find on a Saturday night, and it's right here at Super League Raw. Of course, news today, congratulations to the Leigh Rhinos reserves. They beat the Warrington Wolves reserves 8-0 in their grand final to secure the win. Warrington paying the penalty of having to play so many of their young players against KR on Thursday evening. And of course, we're all geared up for the first round of the playoffs this coming weekend. It's going to be Leigh against Wakey, no Max Jowett. You Trinity fans, come on. We want to hear from you tonight. Get involved. Like I say, just follow that link, accept the audio, accept the video, and you will be on. You'll get into the queue and you can come on and you can talk about the great season that Wakefield Trinity have enjoyed in 2025. And can you go further in the competition? That is a massive question that we'd love to ask you this evening. As for the Leigh Leopards, well, they got the job done against the spirited Huddersfield Giants. didn't they? Looking good. The Leopards, of course, finishing third, their highest place in Super League since coming back up to the top division, and of course, their highest points haul as well. You Leopards fans, are you dreaming of Old Trafford? Do you believe that you can do it? Yes or no? We'd love to hear from you. Wigan Warriors, again, we'd love to hear from you tonight as well. Any Wigan Warriors fans out there that want to come on, we would absolutely welcome that. You're looking in great form. Field and French really in the groove at this moment in time. Be interested to hear your views on that. As for KR, of course, got the job done against those young Warrington Wolves players. They've got a week off now. Has that come at the right time? What are your thoughts a couple of days later after the hangovers have subsided? Are you confident that you can make it a treble? Yes or no? And then, of course, Leigh Rhinos against the Saints on Saturday. I mean, this is an interesting game, isn't it? Leigh Rhinos without Jake Connor, dearie me, they look a completely different proposition, don't they? Seem devoid of ideas in attack. Never at any point in that game did I think the Wigan Warriors were going to lose that on Friday night. As for the Saints, well, I mean, come on. I know there was a lot of changes and I know there was injuries during the course of the game, but dearie me, should they have won that game a lot more comfortably than they did? Are you concerned, St. Helens fans, that you've not got enough in the tank? That is a big question for you guys. We're going to be here for as long as I can be here. I can only do it with people that are phoning in, so please do phone in. All you've got to do, like I say, is in the YouTube description, there is a link. It's studio.restream. You just click on that, accept all of the permissions, and you can come on and discuss your team. The only thing we ask is, let's keep the language down. Kids will be watching. And if you're on Facebook, in the chat, and I'm going to post it again for you right now, there is the link. All you've got to do is press that link. Again, follow the descriptions. Come and discuss rugby league, Super League, rugby league with me this evening. Right, okay, somebody who's already done that, a favourite of the phone-in is Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca, how are you?
All right, yeah, it's my daughter's 16, so I was at the game last night, and then I was in overload. I was on the Lee's coach. It was funny.
Yeah, did you enjoy your night out, did you?
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
Fantastic. Atmosphere good?
Yeah, really good, yeah.
Fantastic. Leeds underwhelming for you on the night in the stadium?
Yeah, I thought they would have played better.
Yeah, they don't. They look a bit clunky without Jake, don't they?
Yeah, they look a bit lost, like you say, because obviously he's not there. Is he back next week? I've heard he is, or something, I don't know.
Well, by all accounts, he could play with injections, is what they're saying. I mean, there's no doubt about it. If they're going to go deep into the playoffs, they're going to need Jake Connor firing on all cylinders. Yeah. What did you make of the Wigan Warriors in the flesh?
Well, Wigan, aren't they? So they were really good, Wigan.
Yeah.
And Birmingham French, yeah, scored, didn't he? So, and I was accompanied by Dawn. It was really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Warrington, of course, lost the reserve game 8-0 today. Disappointing for the reserves of Warrington. They've had a great season, Rebecca. Do you think that ultimately the amount of players, certainly Ewan Irwin having to play on Thursday night, they certainly lacked Ewan Irwin today, did the Warrington Wolves reserves. Do you think that paid the price, and that's why perhaps they weren't as competitive as they could have been against Leeds today?
Yeah, they could have been a better. I didn't watch the game. I watched a bit of it, and then I just switched off.
Yeah, no, well, like I say, it was a real tough day at the office for the reserves. Tight game, 8-0, just the one trying it. Leeds doing 2 conversions in that game just to keep Warrington at bay, and it was a 0-0 second half. So, like I say, even though Warrington were without a lot of key players, McKinney and Wood, they backed up from Thursday night. But it was a good effort from the young Primrose and Blue. And of course, it's going to be Leeds against Warrington next week at the Halliwell Jones Stadium for the Academy Grand Final. Both teams will compete. Are you going down for that one, Rebecca?
Probably not, no. I don't think I will. No.
Okie dokie. Well, look, you enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon. Enjoy your daughter's birthday, mate. Thanks for coming on. As always, appreciate your support. And don't forget, quiz night at the Bluebell this Wednesday. It'd be lovely to see you there for that, mate.
All right.
You take care. All the best. Ta-ra now. Back in, Adam Reeves always likes to talk about his rugby league. Adam, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. What do you want to discuss with me tonight, mate?
Just want to congratulate Leeds, first of all, on the academy as well.
Reserves.
Yeah, the reserves. Sorry, yeah. But just obviously to commend as well. Like, what a fantastic season it's been. I think it's been a really competitive season. Some quality moments, highest attendances, I believe, across the season. Is that right? We've got the right word in there.
In the 12 rounds of Super League, it's the highest ever attendance average. Yeah, that's right. Well, I say average, the amount of people through the turnstile.
And obviously, Wakefield, and congratulations on them, for their amazing season for getting to the playoffs. But just to congratulate how good the rugby league's been this season, and obviously we've got the best to come with the playoffs starting this coming weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, two teams that, of course, you don't support will kick us off on Friday night. Leigh Leopards taking on Wakefield Trinity. Your thoughts on that one?
I think that'll be an interesting game. Obviously, it's a big blow. Max Jowett failing his HIA, so that's going to be a big blow for Wakey. But they're good. They've been a breath of fresh air this season, and it's they've got every chance. It's been like I said, a really competitive season. So there's no reason why Wakefield can't get the job done. But I do believe that Leigh will just be a little bit too strong.
Yeah, I mean, it's a massive blow, Max Jowett. And of course, we don't know how Leigh have pulled through that game against Huddersfield Giants. But there's no doubt about it. Wakey could spring an upset there. I mean, by all accounts, they've been allocated another 1,000 tickets, having sold out the first allocation. I think we could probably have a sellout at the LSV, which would be a fitting start to the playoffs, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We want that. We want the playoffs to live up, and I'm sure they will do. And obviously, we want the fans of all teams to show up and support the team and show the great spectacle of rugby league. So yeah, a sellout doesn't surprise me that Wakefield sold their allocation out because they're obviously going to be excited at the prospect of going to the LSV and maybe pulling that upset, as we say. So absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting indeed. Of course, Dream Team will be announced tomorrow. That's going to be the topic of the Final Whistle podcast. A bit of a change to the Final Whistle podcast for your Monday morning trip into work. We will be focusing heavily on the Dream Team and the playoffs. Round 27, we're not really going to be talking about the games because, quite frankly, it was as it was, wasn't it, Adam? I mean, to be fair, everybody who should have won did win, probably with the exception of Hull FC. I think we'd have expected FC maybe to have and a lot of injuries, but a decent comeback from them. But of course, at the end, I think injuries told for them at the wrong end of the season. But apart from that, I think everything went the way we expected it to go.
Yeah. I was trying to keep an eye on all the games. I saw at one time, Salford were 12-0 up. I thought, oh, way up. But then obviously Wakefield, the class of Wakefield and the players that they've got just, made that result the way that it should have gone.
Absolutely. Look, if you're watching this, you're thinking, should I do it? Absolutely should do it. Get on here tonight. We want members and non-members to come on and discuss the state of rugby league at this moment in time. Highest ever attendance record in there as well. Somebody scan the QR code, consider becoming a member. If you're on the mobile app, what you need to do when you get onto the membership page is the little blue arrow. If you click that, it'll give you all of the benefits of each membership tier. It'd be great to have more people joining us here at Super League Raw. Before we let you go, Adam, like I say, we will be talking all things playoffs in the Final Whistle for people's trip to work. Any long start for the 27 round comp? Anything that has caught your imagination? Tries anything like that you just want to pay tribute to before you go?
Oh, just trying to think. There's been quite a few. Obviously, I don't want to just talk about my team because there's 11 other teams in the league that's come up with their own quality tries. But the one in particular that stands out is the Leeds try against KR a few weeks back at Craven Park to win it. The Lockie Miller one where it just went through so many hands. That was brilliant.
Lovely try. Couldn't agree with you more. Well, I look forward to seeing you, mate, for the Final Whistle podcast tomorrow. Of course, we'll be discussing all things Dream Team and the playoffs. You enjoy what is left of your Saturday afternoon. If you're a Salford Red Devils fan out there, come on. Again, very unsavoury scenes at the SCS last night. Disappointing behaviour from the owners. I know that Matty Timms, one of our members, has posted some stuff on the WhatsApp group. Very, very disappointing. We're expecting change at Salford in the next 24, 48 hours, certainly between now and Super League Raw Weekly, 8 p.m. this Tuesday night, as always. But hey, like I say, come on, tell us what your thoughts are in regards to your club. Somebody who has come on this evening, he's back again. It's Steve Rudge, probably caught in the headlights on Friday. Has it sunk in, mate? You are playoff rugby league, a playoff rugby league team in 2025. What's your thoughts a couple of days later?
Still excited. bit disappointed this morning when I couldn't get any tickets, but we've just been given another 1,000 tickets, so
You managed to get
fingers
one?
crossed we can fill it out and do 1,000, 2,000 fans going.
Yeah, that'd be very good. Let's hope we can maybe get even more than that. That'd be even better. We want that stand absolutely full of the Up the Trim Brigade. Look, the Up the Trim Brigade this season have been a breath of fresh air. You've had a great year rugby league. But I'll tell you now, if you've not been to an away game all season, this is the game that you really need as many there as possible, because it's fair to say, I know Wigan can't talk about the 18th man, but every team's got an 18th man, and it's vitally important that Wakefield travelling numbers, because what we do know, with the fireworks, the pyrotechnics, and the Be the Roarers, they are going to bring it on Friday, and you need to try and counterbalance it, mate.
We do. We need to be very loud. We're loud again at Salford, so that we're good. Like you say, at Salford, though, the scene's there. You've got to question some of the security as well. There were literally about 10 security staff just lined up on the halfway line, not bothered about anybody going on the pitch or anything.
Yeah.
They just lined up and just protected the players, really. But it was great to see the Wakefield fans singing along with the Salford fans and the owners. But to see the owners laughing and joking and it's just disgraceful. I feel so bad for the Salford fans. And we went over after the game to the Salford end and talking to all the fans and just giving hugs and wondering what's next, because they're saying they don't even know what's next.
No, and that's rugby league for you. At the end of the day, it's not the fans' fault. It's not the players' fault. This is about leadership. This is about ownership. That's what it is. I mean, and you're right about security. You didn't have to be Mystic Meg to realise final game of the season, especially as well with the announcement in the week that Salford did not submit an application for 2026. So it was perfectly obvious. Because again, a couple of years, I can't remember what game it was, but I know Sky was covering the game, and there was rumours that some key personnel of Salford had gone to the press room to say that Salford would be in Super League 2026, and then they withdraw. I mean, and that's been the problem, hasn't it? It's been smoke and mirrors, really, really poor communications from the owners, and the ones who have paid the ultimate price of the fans.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes to the end of the game where the owners were, the lights had gone off and everything had gone. They'd just disappeared before the end of the game, so they'd hightailed and gone.
I don't think we'll be seeing too much of them in the future either.
No.
Right, back to your beloved Wakefield Trinity. Max Jowett. I mean, this is a massive blow. Jowett, for me, arguably, probably one of your top 5 players this year. I think, Lino, Fiatilli, McMeekin, Jowett, Lino, those are certainly punched very, very high in terms of who have been your standouts. We know you've got an able deputy in Josh Rock, and he brings with him certain skills that Max hasn't got. But how key a blow is that, do you believe, no Max Jowett at the LSV on Friday?
It's massive. And as soon as he went down and we saw it, and we saw him get knocked out, we were all like, why have we played him? Why have we gone? Why have we done it? Why have we gone so strong? Understanding we want winging mentality and stuff, but why did we go so strong out?
Yeah.
Tom Johnson fell down. He had a dislocated finger, and we were looking at that literally 5 minutes after Max had gone down. It was like, what we're doing, all we've got to do is just get through this game. We don't have to win, just no injuries. But he's gone now, and so the only way he's going to play off game is if we beat Leigh. So
yeah. And as you sit here now, what odds do you give yourself? I mean, look, you like all of us will have nothing but the utmost respect of how Leigh have done it over the last 3 years, and the rugby they played, Lockie Lamb's form, of course, been incredible. What would you say your chances on Friday night from an optimistic perspective?
I'd say 40-50. I don't think their crowd's going to be massive for a minute, so that's just going to give them that little extra boost. But between both teams, I don't think there's that much in playing staff and stuff. So
no.
I think just the occasion, innit? Who angles the big occasion better?
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. And before you go, of course, mentioning Lockie Lamb, Mason Lino's in the shortlist of well for the Dream Team. I don't see that happening. But there's going to be a big decision to make in terms of that Dream Team between Mikey Lewis, Jake Connor, and Lachlan Lamb. Where do you see Lamb? Would it surprise you if he managed to gazump one of those 2 favourites for the 2 halfback positions when the Dream Team is announced tomorrow?
Yeah, I'd go Connor and Lamb.
Right.
Definitely, yeah. Mikey Lewis has gone hiding a few too many games, I think. But he tends to, yeah. Lockie Lamb, he's gone under the radar because of them 2 been getting the headlines all day. He's just sneaked there, but every game I've seen him play, he's just been outstanding.
Yeah, he's been an absolute breath of fresh air, and the thing is about Lockie, you look at if you look at try key. I mean, and again, it's a bit of a crass statistic what I'm about to give here, ladies and gentlemen. So I do apologise for that. But in terms of try involvements, they normally add the tries and the assists together to get to that. And we all know there's a lot of try assists that they might not be the last hands that it goes through before the try scorer, but their play. I mean, for example, the Lachlan, the try for Badrock the other week where it was Lamb, I can't remember, I think it might have been to Bailey Hodgson, and then it ended up with Badrock. That was all Lockie Lamb. But he won't get the assist for that, So and Jay will have some of them, Mikey Lewis will have had some of them. All key players have those type of things. We know that. But just going into these, Lockie Lamb, 45 is combined, 4 tries and 41. Connor's had 37. And Mikey Lewis has had the same. He's had 37 as well. So Lockie Lamb, of the 3, has had the most try contributions in 2025. So like I say, he might just pip one of them. If he was going to pick one of them, remind me, who's he going to pip from your perspective?
I think he's going to pick Lewis.
You think Lewis will miss out?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. And I have to say, UKR fans, you've got to admit, Mikey's form, certainly over the last 7 rounds, has not been anywhere near it was. And has Mikey lost the Man of Steel? Has he lost a dream team spot? Who'd have thought that halfway through the season? It's going to be fascinating. Hopefully, Steve, you can judge us for the final whistle tomorrow when we'll be discussing the dream team picks and, of course, the playoffs in more detail. Thanks very much, as always, for giving me some of your time on a Saturday night. You enjoy your evening, good man. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Right, we've now got Mark Hill with us, a Leeds Rhinos fan. There's our Mark. Hello, mate. How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, not bad yourself.
Yeah, mate. Fantastic. What do you want to talk about this evening, mate?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate OKR because I think they have just got over the line there. Obviously, the last couple of weeks, being a KR fan would have been quite nervous, no doubt. But yeah, just basically, I said it on the social earlier on. This week. I'm happy with the position that we've finished in. Yes, okay, we were pushing for second at one point and even pushing for third. But if someone had said to me at the beginning of the season, you're going to take 4th spot, I would have snapped their hand off, to be quite honest, especially with the previous seasons that we've had. So as a Leeds fan, I'm quite happy where we are. I don't think we need to look into that Wigan game too much last night because we didn't have half of the players. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to it, really.
Yeah, but you've got to be concerned over no Connor. I mean, you were rudderless, mate, and that's a couple of weeks now since Connor's been out the team, and I know he's probably going to be due back for the Saints game. We'll get on to Saints in a minute, but it has to be said. I think you're seeing how, and of course Miller wasn't there. I mean, your whole strike was out, so you're right to say you can't be judged on that game against Wigan from an attacking standpoint with your 2 most potent players missing. But that said, Connor's been missing for the last 2, and you really have noticed he's been making you tick, hasn't he? I mean, if anything has showed why he's in the mix for Man of Steel, it's probably been the last 2 games.
Yeah, it is a big concern. I'd like to be in a position where we're saying we're not a one-man team, but we do notice a massive difference when we ain't got Connor on. So is that going to kind of bite us when it comes to the playoffs? If he gets an injury or something, quite possibly. We didn't have Miller last night as well. Good old Lockie. He's been fantastic for us as well. And I think that they're the 2 key players, or 2 of the key players that we need. I think that connection with Bodie Croft and Connor as well, that it doesn't work if you only have one of them. So yeah, it's very, very concerning looking forward to the playoffs, but if we can manage to keep them off the injury bench and off the bench, I think we'll be all right.
You're coming up against St Helens. We'll get into this on final whistle. What did you make of Saints against Castleford? I mean, I know they had a lot of, a couple of debutants. They also had to move players around because of players on the night. But would you have expected Saints at this point in the season, playing a Castleford Tigers side, to register a more comfortable win, even with the personnel that they had on the field?
No, I'm not really looking into this round too much, just for the simple fact that I think a lot of coaches, and rightly so, have rested players on purpose. I don't think the full tactics of this round. Unfortunately, this year we've had years in the past where they've literally had a helicopter over, where right down to the wire. This year hasn't really fallen out to be that. So I think there's a lot of nerves going into this playoff, and I don't think you can really judge this last round on any team in the playoffs. You can't really judge it to go into the playoffs. I think next week is going to be a completely different competition, and I dare say we're probably going to be even touching NRL standard.
Yeah, well, I mean, Cameron Raiders out this morning. I mean, that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Cameron Raiders from being seconds away from being.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't watch it this morning because I had work. So yeah, I haven't watched that yet, but we'll get into it. Oh,
these things happen. But yeah, I mean, almost out, unbelievable. Cameron Raiders really feel sorry for Morgan Smithies and Matty Nick. That said, man, the Premiers had a very, very good season. Before I let you go, hopefully you'll be with us. One of the key battle positions, you've just heard Steve say that he thinks Mikey Lewis might be pipped, so that means Jake Connor will be in the house as far as he's concerned. The other big one is going to be who gets the #1 shirt. Will it be Field? Will it be Miller? That is a big, big contest. From your perspective, is bias going to say Miller, or are you going to say Field? Where are you going?
I'm going to have to be biased. It's going to have to be Miller. If you look at what actually Lockie Miller does off the ball, not just on the ball, and his actual positioning when it comes down to the final tackle, I think I think Miller deserves it all day long. He's been an absolute advocate for Leeds. He's really come out this year, and it's fantastic to see.
Well, he's had a great season, but just to maybe pop your balloon there, both Jay and Miller have had 27 errors apiece this season. Just let you know on that one. In terms of, I think the tackle efficiency probably goes the way of Miller, to be fair. But again, try contributions, 45 for Field, 19 for Miller. Bit of a difference. We'll see who makes it. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night for the final whistle. Of course, people can listen to that on the way into work on Monday. And now joining us, his 18th man on tour, Billy Ingham. He's decided to come on this evening. If you want to come on, then like I say, follow in the description on YouTube. There is the link. You press on that, accept all the audios and visuals. You'll be in the queue to come on. If you're on Facebook, in the description on Facebook, you will find the link. All you've got to do is press yes to the audio and to your microphone, and you could be Billy. Billy, what do you want to talk about this evening?
Well, evening, Dave. How are you, first of all?
Very well. You?
Yeah, not bad, thanks, mate. Not bad at all. I just want to say, I know we've still got a couple of games left until the end of the season in terms of the playoffs, but I am so excited already for the start of next season. I really, really am. Look at
Leeds fan, it's not done. 2025's not done yet.
I know. But hear me out, Mr. Kane. Hear me out. And in my defence, I've said all along we ain't making it to Old Trafford. So I'm so excited for next season, and part of that comes from watching your boys on Thursday night with Warrington. If there's any consolation this season for Warrington, it is seeing some of them young lads breaking through. You have got a fantastic academy, and you covered it a lot with the I forget the squad builder. You covered that on Weekly this week. But you look at the top 5 are going to get better. That's going to happen. But then you sort of look, wait.
Well, let's just hold your horses. Keep your chain of thought. Do keep your chain of thought. Will St. Helens get better? St. Helens are hemorrhaging players and is yet to announce any new recruits, and everybody that they're linked with are signing elsewhere.
There's an old saying about writing saints off. I can't remember how it goes, but I think that's one of them that's probably maybe going to apply in this situation, Dave. That I think they are going to do some recruitment. They've got some good young kids coming through as well, and I do honestly believe they are all those 5 teams are going to get better. You look at Wakefield's recruitment, you look at FC's recruitment, you look at Wire's academy, and I'm sure you're going to add to your side. I know you've signed a couple of players, but you're going to add to that as well. Castleford. We've seen Huddersfield, when they've had a full-strength side out, are a decent team. I don't think we're going to have and I mean this with all due respect, the weaker team that we've had this year with Salford. If we do get 3 teams coming up, I think they're going to be a lot more competitive. So I honestly believe, and Catalans are recruiting well too. I honestly believe that next season, this season's been fantastic. You can see that with the attendances, you can see that with the viewership, you can see that with social media. But next season it is onwards and upwards. And if we get a win in the Ashes, which I believe that we have a good chance of doing, the sport in this country has been in the best shape it's going to be in for 30 years.
Wow, love your passion, Billy. Love your passion. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, and you're right. The likes of Huddersfield and Casford at the latter end of the season. I mean, Salford have been unbelievable. I mean, let's be fair. They shouldn't have been anywhere near as competitive as they've been, but they have, which again, from an integrity perspective and the loyalty to their fans, incredible what every player has done for Salford. But Casford have got slightly better. Huddersfield have looked a better team as the season's gone on. They're all going to reinforce, you're quite right. And, you know, like I say, some of these teams that could come up, we don't know who they're going to be until the 16th of October. The big surprise this week was Oldham's performance against Halifax. That was very poor.
So I've only seen the highlights of it, Dave. I didn't get the chance to watch the full game, so I've only seen the highlights. But I think it was more surprising than anything. However, I was at Halifax the other week. They have got a good side. It is a good team at Halifax. But I think people were expecting Oldham. They've basically got a Super League side ready to go. In my opinion. But yeah, I think it was not just the result, it was the probably the manner of the defeat as well. It looked like it was an absolute pasting, which is really, really surprising. The other game with Bradford a little bit less surprising, to be honest with you. But I think one thing you've started covering a little bit in Weekly, and I'm a big fan of it, and I'm looking forward to the Championship next season too. That division is so competitive. Yeah. So competitive. Anyone can beat anyone. And you've got to think with a lot of these lads, I've got all the respect in the world for Super League players, but these lads are plasterers. They're working in, driving jobs. They're doing all sorts of things. They're training 2 nights a week and then putting it out on a Sunday, missing out on time with the family. For, let's face it, not the biggest wage in the world either. So the absolute all credit goes to those lads in the Championship and a lot of the volunteers around there and a lot of the staff at those clubs too.
Couldn't agree with you more, mate. And you're right. I mean, by all accounts, there's a warning in and around the Oldham area that if you booked a wallpaper, there's not enough paste. It was all used on the weekend by Halifax, by all accounts. That's a new one there. But no, hopefully you'll join us for the final whistle tomorrow. And look, guys, as Billy will tell you, this is what Super League Raw is all about. We've got new shows coming next year. But in order for the full-time phone-in to really kick off, we need non-members to gather a bit of courage and get on. I mean, there's loads to discuss, Billy, isn't there? We want to see new people, members getting involved, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody out there who is not a member, it is absolutely fantastic. I've got met some unbelievable people within this group. The socials are fantastic. Getting to be on Final Whistle is absolutely brilliant. It is the greatest sport on earth. And the thing about this sport, it's not just a sport, it's a community. And we have a community within a community right here at Super League Raw. It is worth every single penny.
Yes, for less than a latte a month, you can be a part of this wonderful community. Billy, you enjoy what's left of your Saturday.
That you can, Mr. Kane. That you can.
Good to see you. Speak to you tomorrow. And then we've also got Craig Forth, Wigan Warriors fan. Hello, Craig. How are you?
I'm all right.
Well, Dave, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's just, again, following on a bit from there, really, about the community. Just last night going off to the Brick community, meeting up with Simon, obviously another Wigan fan. Went with Ian, a KR fan, went with Dawn, a KR fan, met with Rebecca, a Warrington fan. And it was just real good to just go meet up and just that great community spirit that's just come up with this Super League Raw, and especially from like where Rebecca was a year ago to now, and the confidence that's built up. And then Dawn, just to, as a KR fan, wanting to come all the way to Wigan with a Wigan fan and another KR fan just to come and watch a game that they've got no interest in, to be fair, but it was just a great game to come watch. It's just how this community's going. But
on that topic, a little shout out to, and again, this is what the community is all about. Dawn Kirkby actually brought a whole KR hoodie for Rebecca, which I thought was a lovely thing. Obviously, Rebecca, a Warrington fan, but she brought a whole KR hoodie, to which Rebecca modelled as well. And that's about friendship. That's about respect, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. And like I say, it was just real good to go and meet up with all of them. We all travelled together. I took Rebecca home, so a quick detour to Warrington on the way back. And it was just really nice. It was just really nice just to make sure she got home safe, and just really good for this full community spirit. And that is what rugby league's all about. And as Rebecca, she was quite giddy about it because she got to go and sit on the Leeds bus to have a photo taken while she was waiting for the team to come out. And it was just good to see all the players. Just meeting Billy Boston, met Sean Wayne last night as well, so which was really good. So yeah, it's just really good with the community. But the one thing I want to talk about as well, just this last week, the crowds how fantastic has it been for these crowds, bumper records, bumper TV attendances. Sky, we need a better deal. And when RFL, we can go to them saying we need a better deal because we are getting such good. But if these records are continuing to grow, this is just great for our sport, and it is just getting better and better.
Well, if you listen to other podcasts, this is why Super League Raw is groundbreaking, because we're positive. All those doom hoovers who said when every game was going to be shown on TV, it was going to affect attendances. The biggest attendances ever in a 12-round comp, and it's going one way. That's where Super League's going. It's going one way. Forget all the doomsday people. We need to be, like Billy was then, passionate about this great game of rugby league. It's going in a great direction, Craig.
Oh, 100% is. And just seeing, like, I was there on Thursday when KR won the League Leaders Shield, and just that full atmosphere there was just fantastic. Again, Craven Park throughout the year has been getting busier and busier. Wigan set a new record, highest average attendance in some like 40 years, I think it is now for Wigan. And I just think that's absolutely fantastic. And it's just growing. And the sport is, you just want to go. And now they've got this fear of missing out more. The atmosphere at the LSV in the build up to a game. If you haven't experienced it, you need to go and experience it. It is brilliant. Wigan, now with the fireworks and the lasers and everything else that's coming along now. If you just want to go and have a sing song, go into the MKM and go into Craven Park, it's just fantastic. And this is why our sport is getting so fun. And it's just the fact all the fans can mingle and we can get on and we can all just meet up. And I'm out. Unfortunately, I missed Sharpie last night, but obviously Dawn and Rebecca both met up with him and had a picture taken with him. And it's just really good to have that full experience of rugby league. And yeah, just people, you need to keep coming in, especially saying, well, it's building up to the community, scan that QR code, become a member, and you can be coming to games as well that you would have never thought in a million years you'd have wanted to go to, but you find yourself going because you want to be going with this community and not missing out on these games. And it's just, the game is getting better and better. And as Billy said, I can't wait till next season as well to see the other two teams.
Well, we'll end this particular phone-in because I'm very aware there's a football game about to start for other people. I promised a 5 o'clock. I'm full of flu, but hey, yet again, I show up and get it done. But yeah, not just that, mate. On the grand final day, we have got 50 members, all support different teams. The only team I think that isn't represented is Catalan Dragons. We have got a community of people who are spending the full day together, commuting to the ground together, having dinner together before the game, watching the game in the stands together, and then going and spending the evening together watching a band. That's what the Super League Raw community is all about. Why would you want to be a part of that? It's fair to say it's a friendship group you never knew you had, Craig, and it's getting bigger and better all the time, mate.
100%. Every time, every week, it's getting better, and you just want to be, like they say, less than the price of a latte a month coming on, and you just be part of rugby league 7 days a week, and you can't beat that.
You can't, mate. Thanks very much indeed for supporting me and coming on. As always, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. See you on the final whistle tomorrow when we're talking Dream Team. Is there a oh yeah, Jay, I've been asking questions to the other three. So before you go, because of course when we get together again tomorrow, the Dream Team will have been announced. Does Jake Wardle deserve a centre spot, or as Tessignew and Pettick who have better seasons?
That's quite difficult. The buyer Simon wants to definitely say Wardle 100%, and he is one of the best centres in Super League. But Hiku has been brilliant this season, as is Tessignew. And I think when I picked mine, I picked New and Wardle as my two, and as my pick in the dream on that one. I think Hiku balanced, not over the last few weeks, is not whereas Wardle's carried on just plodding along in the background. So that part of me wants to say yeah for Wardle.
We'll see. We'll discuss that in detail on the final whistle. So that's it. Thanks, Craig. You look after yourself. Have a good Saturday. We will be back for the Final Whistle podcast. If you've never listened to the Final Whistle podcast, why not? It's available on Apple, Amazon, Spotify every Monday morning for your trip into work, where the Team Talk members of Super League Raw get together. Normally we discuss the weekend's action. No point. Round 27, no point. It went exactly the way we thought it would go. So we're going to be talking Dream Team, and we're going to be looking forward to those two starting playoff games. The Leigh Leopards taking on Wakefield Trinity, and Leigh Rhinos taking on the Saints. It should be a fantastic discussion. It'll certainly get you to work with a smile on your face. We hope you've enjoyed round number 27. We hope you're looking forward as much as we are to a playoff series that I think is going to be box office. We will be back with more Super League Raw throughout the week. And don't forget, at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, Super League Raw Weekly Live. You can't beat a bit of weekly. This is what's coming up for the rest of the week. Bye for now.